What's up, YouTube? This is Angelic Cuts, and we have an all detachable blade tutorial. This is a step-by-step straight hair number 2 Speedo on top, and we have the perfect model. I'm so excited today. And also I want to thank Mr. Rick that's borrowing us his camera to make this possible. We want to thank my dad because he's making the cut box possible. And also, this is the cut box right here, right behind me. Okay, and it's just amazing. So things are just improving around us because nothing is falling since we have this cut box so far. Okay, going back to our haircut. So we're gonna do a medium skin fade, all detachable blade. Thank you everybody for subscribing, everybody that has subscribed. So I appreciate your support and your loyalty for these videos. Thanks to one of the viewers, he left a comment that he wanted more of these videos. That's why we're making this. And I'm so excited once again because we have the perfect model. He went viral on Mr. Rick's channel, and I don't expect that to happen, but even more on my channel. Okay, let's get to the haircut. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing here. So we did, the other side is already finished. We're gonna work only on half a time, half of the haircut, just because.
Wow!
Look at this fade.
Wow!
Perfect fade.
Wow!
All detachable blade.
God.
Look at this.
Blades.
Wow!
All right, let's move on to the other side, people.
Okay.
Before we run out of time, oh my God, we're about to shut it down. E-cuts in the background. All up in our video, it's all good. Okay.
Okay, that's our guideline. And I'm doing the shaver, the Finale. That's my favorite shaver. So what I'm doing, just a tip for you guys to know, when I do the shaver, I don't go all the way up to the line. What I do is I work only corner to the point that I don't create a line. I leave enough space for the fade to be created, okay? And I'm really careful on this area in order not to create a line, just enough to be nice and blended. That's the beginning of my fade, okay? So now that I finished with the shaver, okay, we're gonna start. I like to start with the number 2 detachable blade. This detachable blade is going to take the bulk on top. In order for me to create my secondary guideline. By the way, my motto is Officer Alex. I want to thank him for being here today. He didn't expect to be a model, but he's one of our best customers here. And shout out to his dad also, that is our customer. Okay, so we do on an angle, in order not to create a line on the top, just to make sure it's nice and faded. Okay, once I'm done with the number 2, I like to go with the number 1.5. The number 1.5 detachable blade, metal. Then I go really careful on this area because if you touch it too much, you're going to create something you don't want to create, which is like a bald spot. That's a very, very careful area, so I work behind it. This is a nice tip for everybody who's watching. Once I see how much I'm taking out, then I start moving to this area and make sure I create everything that matches left to right, and I start taking bulk. Corner. Okay, look at that. Perfect right there. Okay. So right now I'm just working on my side. What I can do is go back to my number 2 and start working in my back. Okay, just to make sure I have the haircut all around. So this is a different angle, which is gonna match one side to the other. That's the number 2. Okay, as you can see, I'm doing corner, corner, corner. Maybe the camera is picking it up from that angle better, so you guys can see. You know, especially another tip that I want to share with you guys. Maybe it's too many tips in one video, but that's just going to promote you guys to subscribe and watch future videos to see different types of hairstyles, different types of face. This angle right here, we're able to pick up all the flaws. So if you see any flaw, just go back and fix it from this angle. When you're looking from the back, that's how I pick up all the flaws. Okay, now we got our side and our top ready to go. So we did number 2, we're gonna go back to number 1.5. Okay? 1.5, corner, corner, corner. Make sure you don't create a line, but you go high up enough to make it nice and clean. Maybe this is not gonna be the cleanest of my work, of my face, but this is just for, you know, for the tutorial purposes, and also to give our model a nice haircut today. Okay, so that was number 1.5. We got 1.5 all around. Now what I like to do is I'm gonna use my 08, which is like a adjustable blade open. Okay, and I'm going to create my second guideline. Something I want to share with you guys. I go bigger on the side, the thicker the guideline, and I just start to narrow towards the front because I want to share with you this one. As you can see, it's going down. Because of this area, I go halfway or less. So because we want to make sure we got a nice hairline in the front. Like that, just like that. Just enough space. Okay, maybe a little more. Look at that. See that guideline? That is just a perfect guideline. All right, let's move on. So we have a 000, okay? Oh, I see. That's a 000. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna brush, like Mr. Rick taught us. Everybody's like, who's Mr. Rick? Well, don't worry about it. That's how we address everybody here, by name. Okay, so I grab my 000, and this first guideline that I created, and as soon as I take it out, it's not gonna be there because of the way I use the corner with the shaver. So I'm gonna try to aim the fade with the 000. So I'm not gonna go all the way up because that'll be defeating the purpose of taking the 08, creating the first guideline. So what I'm gonna do, and I always start with the back. I'm trying to take the line out, but at the same time, I'm trying to fade it like 3/4 of the way. You see that? That's a perfect blend right there. So and I continue to do that all the way around. This is very little work for the 50 next blade. But for now, I just continue to do that. And as you notice, I'm doing corner. You see? That little push that I do at the end, it just creates the blend. You know? If it's not much enough, I do a little more pressure. And I also stretch the skin with this hand. That means a lot when you're doing face. Okay? Don't ask me how it works. It just works. Just try it. If it doesn't work the first time, keep trying it until it works. And as I work towards the front, you're going to see that I'm doing less and less pressure just to make sure everything blends left to right and there's no lines created. That's very, very important. By the way, I love detachable blade, metal blades because they're easier to work with and you just create amazing blend. As long as you develop enough practice. Okay? That was our side. Now we can see if there's any flaws. On the other side, I catch a flaw when I was, moving the model around. But we're gonna work on that at the end, as time permits on the recording. Okay? Try to raise the line, so that's as far as this blade goes, which is fine, but the rest of my blend is amazing. People share, subscribe. People who are watching the first time this video, don't hesitate and subscribe right away, because this is the future right here. This is the way to go in order to have variety on our table as barbers. Okay, look at that. All I have to do is grab my 5-0 blade. Okay, that's the 5-0 blade. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now all we have to do is just with the corner, very gentle, as I heard Mr. Reed say on one of his videos, just to take out that little tiny part of this line that we created at the beginning. Another thing I wanna tell you guys, the purpose of me stretching is because if I try to take off this line right here, I can do it, but sometimes I'm gonna leave marks and I don't like those marks. So what I do is I stretch it, and as I stretch, the area that I'm gonna work on is being expanded. So there's actually, if it is times 2 as much area for me to blend instead of just one little unstretched area. So that gives you time, space for you to create a better blend. Okay? If it doesn't work one way, try the other way, because the way hair grows, it influences the haircut. Okay, let's turn my model around. On this side is very little. You don't really have to do much. But, say for instance, if you create a line taking off with this very fine blade, all you have to do, because with the first 2 blades you went up high, created the line, the second one you went almost touching that line, but not quite as high, and with this one you're just taking the line out, and look at that perfect blend. Now what you have to do is go back with your 000. Okay, I want to see the 000 there. Okay, and just work. If you created a line or a mark that you don't like, and take it off, because you have plenty of the space in between here and here. I didn't create anything, but I'm just showing you guys what I do. And corner, corner, corner. And that to me is a perfect blend. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, see? Woo! Shout out to Uppercut Deluxe, Barber Connected, Mem the Barber, all the barbers out there on YouTube. Alright, let's move on. So we did number 2 all around, 1.5 close to number 2. There's no lines. All we have to do now is I guide my haircut based on this corner. So now I'm gonna do 1A so people see what I'm doing. Oh, there you go, 1A. You guys see it? That's 1A. Corner, corner, corner. And go as high as you can without creating no lines. Once you don't create no lines, you know how far you can go. If you do create a line, what are you gonna do? Remember the instructions from the bottom? The same principles apply on top. So here we have to be, you see I can see a lighter area because of the 1A. So I make sure I do corner, 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 like that, and I soften it up. Look at that, see? Perfect, it blends to the 1.5. Now what I'm doing, okay, let me turn my model around a little bit. So what I'm doing is try to take this black spot of hair with the 1/8, but I'm going to be really gentle because I want to see that it blends really nice with the rest of the haircut. You guys like the way I'm working? Well, leave a comment or just refer me to your friends, okay? So they can come and like the video and subscribe, all that. So we can support our models too, you know? They have to be supported, people. This is a small business. We're trying to make it big, you know? Look at that, really nice. I'm gonna try and bring it a little cleaner, a little higher. I don't want to put terms on what I'm doing here, but just you guys know in advance what I'm trying to do. But that's really nice and clean. Look at that. I think this side is better than the other. Just because you guys. Just because. And we're gonna reach it through the whole world with this video. Anyway, let's focus on the haircut. Notice again that I'm working in the back. At this point of the haircut, I'm focusing in the back a little more because it is darker than the front. So all I'm doing is creating a nice blend from the back to the front. And here, instead of going like this with the plate, because I see it's lighter over here and darker on this area. So what I'm doing is just taking the darker out. If it is too light, then I swap blades to the next one higher or bigger. Look at that, see? Perfect. I'm sure you guys picked that up on camera. Okay. Okay, we're trying to make this video viral, people, so help us out, okay? Okay, we're gonna keep working on this. Just because I like it a little softer. So I go back to my number 1A because I see there's kind of a shade here. And just take that transition to blend it a little nicer. Look at that. Perfect. Maybe this area right here. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the back. So we got 1A. And I wanna make sure everything squares up together. So I'll square it up. Okay. Remember, YouTubers, as I work from this angle, I check all my flaws. You're gonna be noticing any flaws, but I don't see any flaws here, particularly in the area that I'm working. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, look at that. All I'm gonna do from 1/8, we're gonna do 1.5 again. Well, I don't have to show you every time. All I'm gonna do is just say it for time's sake also. Okay, and work a little higher just to soften the black fade up a little bit. Look at that. It's nice all around. All right. So let's move on. So let's do number 1. That's number 1 detachable blade. As everybody knows, this haircut is being recorded in Waukegan, Illinois. Marvelous Beauty, Marvelous Barber School. Corner, corner, corner. You don't want to create no lines. Just soften the blend. Look at that. Okay? All the way around. So here in this area, the hair grows because of the swirl. The hair grows this way, that way. Many people have different types of swirl. So watch, that's why you see me going in different directions, because I'm going basically against the grain. Okay? So now I'm doing my 08, and this is where I bring the clean haircut up. Okay? Make sure I don't create no lines, because then I have to go back and take them out. But this will soften the haircut tremendously with the 08. Okay?
Yeah, I do need to do my crap.
Okay, that's 08. Corner, corner, corner. You don't want to go too crazy at this point. You just want to blend it, period. Because the haircut is already there. Just a little touch-ups. And from time to time, what you want to do, use your mirror to pick up any extra flaws. You see it looks lighter here, so I'm gonna go up with the number 1 and fix that. I'm trying to make sure it looks the same all the way around. Okay. That's 1 in order to soften this up. So what you want to do from time to time, is step back a few steps. That's something I have to work on, and look at your overall haircut, because it's not the same thing working up close and seeing the progress of your work. It's not the same thing as looking at the overall. You're gonna pick up other flaws. So this is 1A, so I'm working my way up just to soften the whole haircut up. But look at this, amazingly nice. Also, what I'm doing is showcasing my work, so everybody see what we're able to do around here. All I'm gonna focus right now is just blend this dark and light area with the 000. Well, I'm trying to make the camera pick it up, but hey, we don't have much time here, so we have to work. But just see what it looks like. If it took like 50% of the transition, we'll do it one more time. So that'll be close to 100%. Look at that, see? I'm doing really corner, like really softly. Because believe me, with this type of blades, you create lines. If you go like full blade, you just look at that perfect blend. I'm amazed to what detachable blades can do. Okay, maybe in the back here, because it's darker and more blood circulation in this area, maybe you want to go with a full blade, but not really, because you really want to, you gotta be able to get the touch of it, you know. Like here I created a line, so I have to go back and soften it out with the 08. Just bring it up a little bit. It's like an eraser. That's what I have in my mind. Just take that fade transition a little higher, and look at that. Boom. And that's corner, by the way. Don't go full blade, because you're going to be creating lines. So I see another line here. So I'm just going to go up with the number 1. Corner. Don't go too crazy up. Just to create the blend. And look at that. What do you guys think? Leave all the good comments. I appreciate that. So what we're gonna do now is just work the back, and that's it. So right now at this point where I'm standing, I'm looking at this area right here, and it looks fair enough to me. Okay, so now I'm gonna work on this, and that's it. That's the haircut, everybody. So as I mentioned, we did the number 1, so we're gonna do the 08. So we're gonna start here. Everything takes practice, everybody. Just the goal for me, in order to make the transition, I learned this from my father. He was a smoker before, and he said one day, you know what? From this day on, no more cigarettes. And sure enough, no more cigarettes from that day on. So what happened is that is cigarette free. I'm not trying to say anything about people who smoke. What I'm saying is, if you start using detachable blades, just use them from then on. Don't use anything else, and see what comes up. If you see anything that you have to improve, well, improve. But don't quit. Don't hesitate. Just do it. Well, that's my experience, by the way. That's what I've done, and it works for me, everybody. Well, from every angle, it looks beautiful. So all I'm gonna do is gonna do the 000 now. I'm trying to, look at that. Because you have plenty of room to work. Corner. All you have to do is just take the dark spot up. Easy, everybody. This is easy. All it takes is practice. It's hard because of the person who is in the transition to do this. Look at this, perfect. Came up even better than the other side. Okay. Sometimes people hesitate because they don't see themselves already doing it. And it's okay. That's part of the transition. But just do it. Do it over and over and over. Once you do it, keep doing it. Alright. Basically that's the blend. I'm just gonna do the 5-0. Just to touch up a little bit in the bottom. But that's my tutorial.